and they are packed to the brim with bufotoxin.
Bufo these nuts.
It's not a these nuts joke.
Oh.
And considering at this point there were 5 fucking million.
Oh, all right. We're gonna watch another more Pars video. You guys ready? The toad that broke Australia, and this is like his first long form video because normally he does short stuff, but this is gonna be a long form video. Yeah, this is about a toad.
Australia is home to some of the deadliest animals on the planet.
Yep, we know.
What if I told you there's one creature they all fear? An invasive species, millions strong, wiping out native animals that we are locked in combat.
Wait, no way. Wait, it wipes. No way. That's crazy.
That we are locked in combat with to this very day. What kind of vile beast is capable of spreading such reckless hate?
It's Hypnotoad.
The answer is this fat fucking toad. But
what is wrong with this thing? It looks like a snapping turtle without its shell.
But how did this war begin? Well, to answer your question, we're going to have to go way back.
Yeah.
The year is 1866.
I heard you like when people lubricate their cylinder heads.
I do not. Hey, don't lubricate your cylinder head here, though, okay? I appreciate it. Thank you.
We are in the land down under, and our story begins the same way many tragedies do. With the British. You see...
That's true, chat. Every major tragedy, even in the Roman Empire, is the British fault.
Having gone hippity hoppity, your ancestral home is now my property around 90 years back, the Brits were in full swing, rampantly colonising the country.
Yep.
And part of that included agriculture. Now, they brought with them many crops, but the important one in this story is sugarcane. Sugar was valuable.
Sugar.
For trade, but also because... well, the fucking tea isn't going to sweeten itself, is it?
Nope.
But
Diabetes.
Sugarcane only grows in the heat, which ruled out the south of the country.
What?
It also...
Wait, oh, that makes so much sense. What the hell? I never realized that the south of Australia is the cold part because it's literally on the opposite side of the hemisphere. It took me this long to figure that out. That's crazy.
You stupid.
It's ruled out Western Australia, which left them with one option. And so, the cane farmers loaded up their first Stardew Valley save in Queensland in 1866.
W reference. I love Stardew Valley.
Skip.
You can eat them. Wait, eat what? The frog?
But the farmers ran into an issue. You see, Queensland is home to these nifty little bugs called Dermalopida albahertum.
I'm gonna try. Hold on.
These are native beetles that hit their macros by munching on plant leaves.
What?
So when cane farmers joined the Queensland Minecraft server and set up a fucking Hermitcraft-sized farm, the beetles were in heaven and set to work demolishing the plant leaves. Now, funnily enough, the adult bugs weren't actually the problem. Sugarcane leaves hold full value. But the problem is that with such an abundant food source, the bugs started multiplying, laying their eggs.
I don't think that's how bugs... Alright, never mind.
Around the base of the plants. These eggs hatched into larvae. And unlike the grown-ups, these little worms don't eat the leaves. They eat the roots. And so the sugarcane starts getting absolutely fucking spit roasted. And the farmers can do nothing but watch as sugarcane yield plummets through the floor along with their profits. This whole situation really...
I don't know who this guy is. This guy right here specifically on the screen, but I am invested in him right now.
Pissed off the farmers, who banded together, went to the Australian government, and told them to fucking fix it. Sir, a horde of creatures is destroying the cane fields. And so the Queensland
I think he's a US president.
founded the Bureau of Sugar Experimentation Stations, or the BSES, in 1900. This team of crack scientists then immediately set out trying to solve the very same issue every single Factorio player faces. This place is covered in bugs.
I still need to play Factorio, but holy crap, that's funny.
How do I violently slaughter the local wildlife in order to expand capitalism and my profit margins?
Bruh.
The BSES pondered this question for 25 fucking years. They tried spraying chemical insecticides. Didn't
years.
work. They tried injecting insecticides into the soil. Didn't work. They tried releasing the fucking cordyceps fungus.
The what?
And it still didn't work.
Wait, is that the one that makes like stuff into zombies?
Then, one day in the office.
What was that? Why am I laughing? I'm not laughing.
In the office, while pondering this question, someone had an idea. Okay, we are getting outmaneuvered by the cast of Bugs Life. Someone in this office, please give me anything.
Oh my god.
What about cane toads? What?
Toads.
Cane toads. Those big fucking fat things that exist in the cane fields in Hawaii. I mean, it's a frog. They eat bugs. We just
They love bugs.
introduce an invasive species to fix a problem
Oh,
caused by an
God.
invasive species. I mean, what could possibly go wrong?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
And so, in June of 1936,
Oh
2,400 brave cane divers were deployed to the fields to deal with the arthropod menace.
Chat. This is historic footage, by the way. This is exactly how it happened.
But there's just one small issue. Cane toads were fucking dog shit. Yeah,
Oh.
funnily enough, big, fat, slow, ground-dwelling toads were not exactly the smartest solution to deal with beetles that spend the majority of their adult life 6 meters off the fucking ground.
It's over, Anakin! I have the high ground!
On top of that, cane toads don't dig for food either, so they didn't eat the
Oh my
larvae. Now, this
God.
all sounds like information that should have come up during the research and study phase of the plan.
Yeah,
This,
probably.
however, implies that there was a research and study phase. The BSES did not conduct
Oh my
a
god.
single fucking study on environmental impact
Oh.
before releasing an army of cane toads.
It's not looking good
Are
for you,
you
Australia.
This complete absence of brain cells caused a rather spectacular domino effect of ecological f***ups,
Oh my.
and it's going to teach you a valuable lesson about invasive species. You see,
What
while
was-
cane
wait.
toads barely ate what they were supposed to, they did eat. And as incredibly large omnivorous toads, they ate
Yep.
practically anything they could fit into their mouths.
That.
Rats,
Jesus Christ.
snails, baby birds. It was the toad equivalent of fucking Kirby. And then,
It looks
not
like Kirby.
unlike
It looks like
the
a green
exact
Kirby.
problem they were brought here to solve, with all that food, they started reproducing. A lot.
If anybody had any questions about how babies were made, that right there, that's exactly how babies are made.
In
Take
fact,
notes, take notes.
female cane toads can lay anywhere between 8,000 to 30,000
Dang!
fucking eggs per clutch. But I mean, this should not be too much of a problem. Australia is home to some of the deadliest
Oh my
creatures on the
God.
planet. Surely, the local wildlife has this under control.
Surely. Surely.
Wait, what?
They're poisonous.
Cane toads.
They're poisonous.
Poisonous.
No!
Bulges on the shoulder. Those are parotid glands, and they are packed to the brim with bufo.
Even the stuff that gets imported from somewhere else into Australia is poisonous. What is wrong with you?
And they are packed to the brim with bufotoxin.
Bufo. Bufo.
No,
These nuts.
It's not
Sorry,
a these nuts
sorry.
joke.
Oh. Same wavelength.
Now, whenever the adult toads are threatened, they will squirt this white, sticky fluid out of the glands. And when ingested,
Chat, are you guys toads?
it does two things. One, makes you trip absolute balls thanks to the hallucinogenic bufotenin. And two,
Wait, is it- wait.
the other ingredient, bufogen, just straight up gives you a fucking heart attack.
Wait, is this where the meme licking a toad comes from to get you high?
It's important to note that this toxin is also present in their eggs and tadpoles. Now, in their natural habitat, this isn't as much of a problem because everything around them has had thousands of years to get good and deal with this ass poison build by either developing immunity or learning to eat around the glands. But Australia is not their ecosystem. And despite all of the deadly animals we've got...
What is that? That looks like a freaking rat. How is that a deadly animal? How is this you, chat?
They have had a grand total of 5 minutes to adapt to the presence of the fucking Caelid toad. Now, quick question for the class. What happens to an animal population when there is nothing to eat it? It gets bigger. And so, shortly after being introduced, a rapidly expanding tyrannid swarm of toads began to spread across the country.
No,
BSES noticed this and did fucking nothing.
They did nothing, of course.
Because it technically didn't affect the sugar cane. The swarm spread further, occupying all inhabitable parts of Queensland, and they were laying so many fucking eggs that their clutches began polluting the waterways like a bufotoxin teabag, killing native fish as well as any animals that drank from the water. The BSES did nothing.
They did nothing.
Those eggs hatched into tadpoles,
for you.
which started killing more fish. The BSES still did nothing.
Yep.
The swarm had advanced, breaching into the Northern Territory and New South Wales.
No.
When questioned, the BSES insisted the toads were doing their jobs and everything was fine. By the 1980s, the toads were now starving out or just fucking eating local wildlife and one-shotting anything that tried to eat them. And considering, at this point, there were 5 fucking million of them, that happened a lot. So, with local wildlife being absolutely fucking decimated, the BSES was forced to acknowledge that maybe, just maybe...
Listen,
you
fucked up.
It's crazy to me how good their film was, because this is historically accurate film back then, right here, right? They had little helmets and guns and stuff.
But, oh well, everyone makes mistakes. Nothing we can do about it. No! They left it for the government to clean up. Sir, a second horde
That's President Bush, bro!
Fuck! Yeah, they realised just how much damage was being done, and in 1986, began funneling federal funds into controlling the population. They tried trapping and physically removing the toads, but unless they had 5 million traps, that wasn't going to do shit. Biological warfare was proposed in the form of releasing viruses and parasites, but was shot down because it would do just as much damage to the native wildlife. And so, the toad front continues to advance to this day. So where does that leave?
How do they literally have to go hunt them, right?
Is kind of fucked. Cane toads now threaten a total of 75 native species.
No.
And they've even driven populations of animals like the northern quoll to complete extinction in parts of the country they infest. And with the population now sitting at 200 fucking million toads, that infestation is spreading, with predictions showing they will be fucking up ecosystems in 5 states in the near future. And given that they have amassed a population 10 times the size of the humans in Australia, the government has completely fucking abandoned the fight for eradication, switching focus to harm reduction, using bait toads covered in non-lethal but unpleasant substances to try to teach local wildlife that toad bad. On top of this, the government has encouraged the broader public to, just fucking kill the toad.
Just kill. Wow,
you are supposed to do it humanely by catching...
Mods, ban them. Get their balls.
You are supposed to do it humanely by catching them and sticking them in a freezer for 48 hours.
Dude, what?
Most people don't want a frog taking up their freezer space.
No.
So they just use a golf club or a car.
What?
And with this Australia, our wildlife is also putting up a fight. Keelback snakes, for example, are immune to their venom.
Good.
And Ricali and magpies have learned to flip them onto their backs before getting a feed. Now, jokes aside, you want to know who I feel genuinely f***ing awful for?
Magpies.
The toads. They didn't ask for any of this shit. They just got dumped on the land.
Guys, wait, I have to share my impression of a magpie already. Right? Bird form, bam. All right, pretend that I'm all black, okay?
You what?
Yo, I'm a magpie. Frick you, buddy. Somebody said that was the tamest magpie impersonation they've ever seen.
Did their thing, and now they are being
They did it really good,
hunted.
too.
No. The assholes in this story are the BSES and the cane growers. Because you may be thinking,
I don't
why
think
were
the
they
cane
allowed
growers
to
really
do this
did anything wrong.
in the first place? Well, that's the neat part. They weren't. The federal government banned the f***ing idea when they came up for it in 1935.
What?
Based on the advice of entomologists who rightly presumed the toads
And they
would
did
become
it
a
anyways?
bigger f***ing issue than the beetles. But the BSES and the cane growers lobbied to have the ban lifted in 1936.
No.
We are stuck in permanent toad combat
Wait,
because these dickheads
so it was banned, and then they lobbied to get it unbanned, and then they fricked up the entire ecosystem by bringing him over anyway.
looked at scientific advice and went, nah. You have got to be fucked.
Chat, that sounds so familiar to today's stuff that's going on. How our government right now is just ignoring all scientific advice. They're like, nah. Hey, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for a chance to win my favorite Minecraft fidget spinner.
G'day, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and thank you so much for watching. This is the first crack I have taken at a long form on this channel.
You did a great
and
job.
I'm not going to lie, I had a lot of fun working on it, so I hope you enjoyed. Also, a quick announcement if anyone missed it. We're partnered with Gamersubs now. The link in the code is in the description. So go grab yourself a tub, man. Also, just want to thank each and every one of you watching this for literally changing my life.
Hey.
That will never not mean the world to me, so thank you. Hope you all have a bloody fantastic rest of your holiday period, and I will see you all next time.
Guys, that was so good. He did a great job for his first long form. I think he did. All right, we ready to freaking torture me on Tarkov for the rest of the night?